OpenClaw is everywhere right now. It's all over X, it's all over YouTube. Everyone and their mom there are setting one up. And honestly, it deserves the hype. Like having your own AI agent that runs 24/7, manages your inbox, handles your calendar, does even research for you. It's incredible. But here's what nobody's really talking about is that OpenClaw, it can connect to Gmail, it can connect to Sheets, Notion, Slack. The integrations, they exist. There's MCP servers, there's skills on Claw Hub, and Google even released a whole workspace CLI specifically for agents just like this. So the tools, like they are there, but the problem is not that you cannot connect to it. The problem is that every time you try it, you are one wrong move away from a security disaster. And I'm not being dramatic, so let me just show you what's actually been happening. The OpenClaw, it's amazing at orchestration. So it can reason, it can make decisions, chain tasks together, and the intelligence is there. And again, you can connect it to Gmail, you can connect it to Sheets, Notion, like there's multiple different ways to be doing it. But what happens in practice is you go set up Gmail access and you're immediately dealing with OAuth credentials and config files and API scopes. Now, if you know what you're doing, you can get it working. But if you don't, and most people do not, you're Googling for a couple hours and just spinning your head, copying, pasting stuff that you don't fully understand into config files and just praying that it works. That right there, that's actually the good scenario, because the bad scenario is what's been playing out across the entire OpenClaw ecosystem for months now. So BitSight, which is just a major cybersecurity research firm, they found over 30,000 OpenClaw instances just sitting exposed on the open internet. Now, there's no authentication and anyone, they can access them. Security Scorecard, they put the number even higher. So there's over 135 exposed instances across 82 countries. And these are not just simple edge cases. Like this is a massive chunk of the user base just running this thing wide open. And it gets even worse. Google started permanently banning accounts that were just routing Gemini requests through OpenClaw using anti-gravity OAuth. Now, people, they're paying $250 a month for AI Ultra subscriptions just to get locked out overnight. Now, there's no warning, no appeal, and some of them reported losing access to anti-gravity and Gemini's CLI entirely. Now, Peter Steinberger, the guy who actually built OpenClaw, he called it draconian. So he ended up just pulling anti-gravity support from the project entirely, which I totally respect. Now, on top of this, the skill ecosystem, it has some serious trust problems. So some security researchers, they found a campaign called Claw Havoc. This is just over 1,100 malicious skills planted on Claw Hub, and these all, they look like legitimate tools. Like there was a Solana wallet tracker, there's a weather assistant, a poly market trading bot, but they were just stealing credentials at the end of the day. They were deploying keyloggers, opening reverse shells back to the attacker servers. And at one point, roughly 20% of the entire Claw Hub registry, it was confirmed malicious. 20%, like that's a ridiculous number. So look, like the integrations, they exist. I'm not going to sit here and pretend OpenClaw can't connect to your apps. I mean, it absolutely can. But the path to getting there safely, that's where things fall apart for most people, and from my experience, a lot of our clients as well. So you're managing OAuth tokens yourself, you're trusting skills from a marketplace where 1 in 5 packages was literally just malware, and you're configuring authorization flows where one mistake means your credentials, they are just sitting in a plain text file inside of a JSON file on a server that might be exposed to the entire internet. Now that's the real gap. Being able to actually connect to what actually matters and what's actually going to drive leverage inside of your business or whatever you're trying to do, it is simply a minefield. It can get scary, it can get very dangerous, and most people, they do not have the time or the security background to navigate it securely. After dealing with all of that, I went looking for something that would just handle the connection layer all properly, because I don't want to be managing OAuth tokens and config files. I don't want to be auditing Claw Hub skills for hidden reverse shells, and I just want to talk to my agent and have it do work. Also, we run this as a service where we set this up for dozens of new clients every single month. So I want to make sure we have a very secure method and something that we can do that's going to be very deployable. And once they stop working with us, they'll have a consistent and secure method for any tools that they do want to add on later down the road. But the tool that I actually landed on, it's Composio. Now, the way that I think about it, OpenClaw, this is inherently the brain. Composio, this is the hands. So it's the authenticated action layer that actually lets your agent reach into the world and do different things. So you can connect an application once, and then Composio is going to handle all the OAuth, all the token management, all the credential storage, and your agent can actually just start using it securely. And this is what we need for deploying things, not only internally, but with our clients as well. It is extremely important that we get things out the door very fast. And when I say securely, I mean properly. Like this is SOC 2 Type 2 certified. Your credentials, they are encrypted. It's not sitting in just a config file. The tokens, they are auto refresh. You get scoped permission. So your agent only has access to exactly what you are actually authorizing, and you can revoke access to any application instantly from the dashboard. It's very simple. I'll show you guys later on. But the other thing that I haven't seen anybody talk about thus far, and this is actually a bigger deal than most people would probably realize, is that if you try connecting any MCP servers to any agent, you probably notice things like start to break when you add more than a couple. And the reason for that, it's simply because of the context window bloat. So every MCP server that you connect, it dumps all of its tools into your agent's context. So if you have a single GitHub server, like this can eat 20,000 tokens. If you add Gmail, add Notion, Jira, Google Sheets, HubSpot, and you've basically just filled your entire agent's entire brain with different tool definitions before it's even started thinking about your actual task, which is very problematic and can lead to a lot of hallucinations, meaning it gets expensive, it gets slow, the agent starts making bad decisions because it's drowning in just irrelevant options and just having that bloat. Now, Composio, it handles this completely differently. So instead of just loading every tool from every connected application into context, it's going to just use a search-based approach. So your agent, to break that down a little bit further, it's just going to describe what it needs to do. In Composio, it only loads these specific tools that are going to be very relevant to that specific task. So if you ask your OpenClaw to check your Gmail, it's not just loading 50 Jira tools and 30 GitHub tools into context at the same time. It's actually just going to find the right tools and load only those. And it keeps the context extremely clean. And beyond that, when a tool is going to come back with a massive response, like pulling 100 emails or a giant spreadsheet, Composio, it'll process all of that in a remote sandbox instead of just cramming it all back into the context window. So with this, your agent, it'll effectively just stay fast and accurate, even when it's working with a lot of data, which is inevitably going to happen. And right now they have close to 1,000 plus integrations. So they have Gmail, all the popular ones like Google Sheets, Slack, Notion, Linear, Jira, Salesforce, HubSpot, Twitter, GitHub, basically any business tool that you can think of. And the free tier gives you about 20,000 calls a month. There's no credit card you even have to enter, but if you need more, it's about 29 bucks a month for 200,000 calls. For context, because we have tried in the past, building out your own OAuth for even just 5 apps yourself, it takes weeks of engineering work and it's just a pain in the ass. But let me stop talking about it and actually show how to actually set this up, how it works, because this is the part that kind of surprised me. All right, first thing you want to do is just open up your terminal, and we're just going to paste in OpenClaw and set this up if you do not already have an OpenClaw account. So I just got this straight from the GitHub. You just scroll down, find the recommended section, you copy that onto your board, and you'll just be able to throw this in. Extremely simple. Right off the bat, it'll start the setup. So it'll say, hey, I'm OpenClaw. You'll see all the security messages, and you'll be able to start locking this down, adding all your credentials. I'm going to proceed with all this. I'm just going to go to the quick start. I'm going to skip most of this stuff because I already have one set up myself. But in any case, if you are new, you've never used OpenClaw, very briefly, this is how you go about it. So I just finished setting all of that up. Now I'm just going to open up in the browser, and I'm just going to start from complete scratch. I just finished setting up all my tokens, all that good stuff. So now I'm just going to open up the port on my browser, and I'm going to input all this stuff and get my account actually set up. All right, cool. So we just got our OpenClaw all set up. I'm inside the dashboard. Now to actually start installing Composio, get all of our tools connected, we are going to go back into our terminal. We're just going to paste this in. OpenClaw plugins, we're going to install at Composio/OpenClaw plugin. We're going to enter dangerously force unsafe install. And the reason you have to do this is because it's going to recognize that there's going to be some security concerns. So we have to bypass that to actually install this. And if that seems edgy at all, feel free to look into the software. We've been using it for a little over 20 different companies now and using it internally for ourselves as well. But anyways, looks like we're good to go. We just have to restart the gateway to load the plugins, in which case I'm just going to type out OpenClaw gateway restart. So now that it's going to restart this entire launch agent and everything, we just have to do now get our API key and get everything up and running. So we'll go to Composio, get all that stuff. So in your browser, you can just type out composio.dev. And I'll have a link to sign up as well in the description, but we're just going to sign up for an account. We're going to get our API key from here. And one of the first things when you're signing up for an account, you'll see that you'll be able to install Composio anywhere. So I'm going to say get started with OpenClaw. It's an extremely simple implementation where they walk you through all the biggest tools. So Gmail, Slack, GitHub. So I'm just going to click on continue for now. And we got our API key right here. We're just going to copy, throw this back over. Another option that you can do is you can just copy this entire setup prompt and you can just paste it into OpenClaw inside of the dashboard, and it's going to be extremely simple. It'll handle everything for you. So there's two different applications and two different methods, really, I should be saying, to be going about this. The terminal is going to be a little bit faster, I would say, though. But anyways, back inside of the terminal, I'm going to put in this specific command. And if you want access to all these commands, then go ahead and check out our free Skull community. I'm going to say OpenClaw config set plugins.entries.composio.config consumer key, and that's where I enter my API key, and then OpenClaw gateway restarts to make sure everything's good to go. Now back inside of our terminal, we should be able to start connecting to everything, which we will get to in just a second. But again, if you didn't want to go through utilizing the terminal to set everything up and you want to have it be hands off, that's totally fine. Even though you still don't need to be technical, you could just copy this setup prompt. So it's just another option that they give you. You could go back inside of your OpenClaw and you can just throw this into your prompt, and it's going to be simple as that. It'll start running everything for you. And one of the best things about this is actually how easy it is to connect all of your applications, all of your different tools, which previously it was kind of a pain in the ass to set all that up, but let me show you how easy it actually is. All right, so I'm just going to ask OpenClaw to do something. I'm just going to say simply to use Composio and connect to my Gmail and check for sponsor emails from this past week. We'll see what it comes back with. Hopefully, it'll be able to prompt us to log in, make everything extremely simple for us. But in any case, now I just want to actually start connecting some of my applications. So you have a couple different ways that you could go about this. First, you can either just go to OpenClaw and you can just say it's to connect your Gmail and it'll provide you with an OAuth to actually start logging in. Simple as that. Or you can just do it on all through the Connect applications on Composio. So they have a list of all the different integrations. So this is how I usually connect to everything. So what I do is I set aside 5 minutes or so, find all the tools that I actually use inside of my stack, and then I just start connecting and hammering away at everything. So I'm going to connect a few of these. I'm going to go to Gmail. I will do Notion, and we'll go from there. So now I'm just connecting it to my email. It's as simple as just logging into your Gmail. It's extremely straightforward. You can see the connection is successful. Now I'm just going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to try that with Notion as well. So with here, I'll just select the different pages that I actually want to select and make sure this is going to be within my proper workspace. So let's go to find reprise. There we go. I'm just going to ask OpenClaw to do something. What I'm going to say is check my Gmail for any sponsored emails from the past week. Now you can see what happens. So it recognizes that Gmail is already connected. So in a second, it's going to pull all my emails, read everything. I'll put some of them back into here, and it's going to give me a summary of everything that we're going to be finding. Cool. So you guys can see some of the responses. We have a few of these different sponsored emails. We could go through each one of them, and we can even have it respond to some of them if we would like. But for the time being, I just want to actually know what are some of the sponsored emails that I'm actually going to get incoming every single day, because they are a little bit overwhelming. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. So you guys remember that I just signed up with Notion. So I'm just going to do the same exact thing. So I'm going to ask it to create a page inside of my workspace. So it's the same thing. It sees that I am already connected, in which case it's going to, first get all of my different workspaces and find the one that it's actually connected to, and then insert whatever I'm asking it. So I'm just going to create something random to create a new workspace. And I just want to make sure it actually has access to everything. So I'm just going to ask it to, log something to, create some sort of data table inside of it, and maybe find and do some research into AI news. And then you can actually input that into Notion. So let's see what happens. Cool. So going inside of Notion, you can see that everything is now connected. Everything's good to go. And it was able to access. And that setup, you guys saw inside of Composio, it takes literally 30 seconds, but you could also use OpenClaw to set this up if you would like to do it that way. But, you can have all these apps connected in very minimal amount of time. So you never really have to go inside of your terminal if you don't want to. You can just operate from this dashboard the entire time. But sometimes using the terminal does make things a little bit faster. But in any case, I never touched any authorization configs. And the agent was able to handle the entire connection flow for me. And for sake of speed, sake of security, these are the most important things for me and the clinics and clients that we work with specifically. So highly recommend it for you guys as well. When that being said, the library that they have, it's extremely massive. So you can see they have Slack, Linear, Jira, so much more. It's pretty much the base that you really need. And I haven't experienced anything that my team uses. Beyond that, OpenClaw, it already runs natively on WhatsApp, Telegram, iMessage, all of those messaging platforms. So you could talk to it through there. And what it couldn't do before is reach inside of some of your business tools and actually connect to everything securely. But now you can with Composio. You can set it all up using your dashboard as opposed to just having to actually go inside of Composio. It is extremely straightforward, and everything can be done quite literally from your phone. But in any case, that's going to wrap it up for this one. So we went from OpenClaw with broken integrations and security risks to a fully connected setup that can actually run part of your business. And that setup took maybe a few minutes. And if you guys want to try Composio yourself, the link is down below in the description. It's free to get started with. You get about 20,000 calls a month. There's no credit card needed. And if you want to go deeper on building AI agents, automating your business, or learning how to sell this as a service, make sure to sign up for our free AI newsletter and also our free school community. We've got almost 20,000 people in there. Link is in the description. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.